everyone, welcome to my channel, Be You. My name is Kelly. So I'm really excited to show you guys, I've been talking about my crystal skulls. So on this video, they are actually right over here. So I'm gonna unveil them for you so you can see my little shrine that I literally just made. On Monday, I went to the park and I was very guided to come home and change this. So on this video, I asked Chelsea to write 13 questions down, basically in tuning to humans and what questions need to be answered. So I don't know what the questions are, but they are inside with the 13 crystal skulls. And each one of them will get a question and then they will answer it. So I'm super excited to see what they have to say and also to see what the questions are coming and what's it all about. All right. So, and yes, I always keep this covered. And this is the unveiling. Ta-da. Now, I do have more than just these 13 skulls. So, perfect. Okay, let me just move this down. And I'm just going to hit this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rotate this so that you guys can see them. And I don't know how many crystal skulls I have, but I think over 30. All right. So as you guys can see them, of course, how it works is they heal. You don't have to have one actually in your hand for them to send you healing. But this is a antique triangle that I found at a antique mall many months ago, and it's very powerful. So as you can see, I do actually have 7, and then I have the 4, and then the 2 little guys up at top. So I'm going to leave it to them. And of course, in my description, I do have my webpage, my Instagram, my TikTok, so you can follow me on my other social medias. And then if you do want a reading or anything, I do have my webpage with all my prices. And if you still have a question, you can always reach out through my email, which is musardk05@gmail.com. All right, so let's get started. So, of course, I'm going to go with Gloria. So, if you guys seen my video about how I was introduced to the crystal skulls by needing an actual life-size clear quartz Mitchell and Hedgen. I posted that a couple of days ago, or probably now over a week. But this is Gloria. Now, not all of them have names. I could get their names, but that's not what we're going to do tonight. So I'm just going to get her a screenshot so you can see what she looks like. That's Gloria. Yeah. Okay. So she will get number 1. At least that's what she's telling me. So let's see. Dun-dun. Number 1. All right, Gloria. The question is, how do we release fear using crystals? She's laughing at that one because she's like, I already gave you the answer, which is basically she already did it, which is you can just focus on her, and that is how the skulls work. Now, you can also focus on the teeth as well, or the eyes. Sometimes the eyes of the crystal skulls people are drawn to. It's basically, of course, what I always say, use your intuition. Whatever you're drawn to, it's healing you. Now, me, I like to look at the teeth and the eyes. And okay. So this is kind of how you communicate with them. You can have feelings, you can get messages. her biggest thing that she's going to talk about fear and how to release using crystals is literally, it's basically you can't do anything wrong. So you can literally have a crystal, whatever you have, you can hold it. If you feel guided to put it on your heart, then put it there. Most of the time, fear is more in our gut area, but also it can be in the mind as well. Um, so placing crystals on the part of the body that you feel the fear is coming from. Now, how do you know where it's coming from? It's as simple as you just close your eyes and ask yourself. So as I'm holding her, she's already sending healing love to me, and I can feel it through my arm and it's going into my gut. So apparently she's working on fear within inside me, which I can probably tell you it's about inner Kel, because all of our fears are coming from our inner child. And therefore, if you want to call ego your inner child, it actually gives it a more loving energy instead of ego, which doesn't really get the best vibrational level. So, see, and she's already healing. As you guys can see her smiling, she's already sending healing through the screen. But yeah, you can choose to lay the crystals on parts of the body, or you can just hold it. But the intention is what you want to focus on. Always have the intention that you're wanting to heal whatever fear is coming. And if you're not 100% ready to release, that's okay too. Don't beat yourself up. This is supposed to be fun and happy. And basically, using crystals, you can get back into that soul feeling, that fifth dimension feeling, where you just feel like you're unstoppable, that you can do whatever you can think of. And that's the fifth dimension. So I think she answered the question quite well. Thank you for the healing, Georgia. I almost called you Georgia. Interesting. Gloria, but she came off as. All right. So I'm going to put her here because, like I said, they're still going to heal you. Oh, okay. So this is number 2 guy. He was shaking in his boots. He doesn't have boots. Lavender, right? He's one of the new ones. So let me just give you a little show. As he said, don't forget to spin me now. So they like to be very playful, by the way. And can I hear them? Yes, I can. When did this happen? This happened when I literally went and met the Mitchell Hedgen skull. That's literally when all of a sudden it unlocks something. So see his teeth. Now he's really cool because Lavender, right? He's got like bluish gray, but unfortunately, you guys are more seeing him more grayish, it looks like, through the camera. So he's going to get number 5. Okay, so number 5. Here we go. How do we learn to lead with love? Oh, Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes just so I can channel through him. So he'll just stay right here. And I'm going to close my eyes and just let him come through and channel the message. And he's coming through very male right now. So this will be like a more of a male. And here he comes. How do you lead with love? The answer to that is not quite simple. As I'm going to say it, you're going to go, well, that's not simple. Stop judging. And I mean, stop judging everything. How do you lead with love? Well, if you are talking unconditional love, you have to stop judging everything. Not only judging others, but judging yourself. And that is the biggest and hardest thing. You would think when you get used to getting down judgment and stop judging others. But the biggest thing that you humans do is judge yourself so highly. It's just crazy. Now, we understand being human isn't that simple, but that is just your little kid telling you that. We're telling you right now, you can change your life in an instant. You want to lead with love? Then surrender to love. Surrender to unconditional love. How do you do that? Simple. If you're ready, repeat after me. I surrender my whole body, spirit, and mind to unconditional love. I no longer allow beliefs to control my outcome. I release all limiting beliefs, because every belief is limiting. And I choose to be free. I choose to do whatever my soul, body, and mind wants to do at any given time without worrying about others judging me or me judging myself. I choose to believe that there are no mistakes that can happen, but only positive, uplifting experiences so you can grow as a person, so you can meet all the wonderful people in the world. There are no challenges. It's all about learning and going back to the simple thing. You are a soul. Allow the soul to shine through you on your hardest times. When you feel that you can't make it or you feel this is very challenging, just remember what I said. There are no challenges. There's just learning. You cannot do anything wrong. You can just do everything right. So let go of your past. Let go of I should have done this different. I could have done this different. Then it would have been a different outcome. That just keeps you stuck. And my friends, stuck is not fifth dimension. That is third. We love you. There's tons of beings all around you 24/7 that loves you, that is waiting for you to do what I asked in the beginning of this exercise, which is surrender to them. Do not be afraid that you will be taken over by something evil. That is just in movies. You are living your path as you wake up every day. The thing is, you can choose to make it very happy. You can choose to have absolutely nothing and yet still be happy. It is your choice, as it has always been your choice to wake up or fall asleep. Wake up, fall asleep. It's always your choice. Wow. Woo. Thank you. That was powerful. Woo. Okay. Wow. Little bit on the dizzy side there. All right. So, yeah, I have nothing to add to that because no need. All right. Who's next? Oh, little guy. Oh, and yes, as he's saying, apparently he's a he right now as well. It doesn't matter the size. The healing is all the same. So let me do a little spin move. As he's like, make sure you spin us all. Can't just focus on Gloria. All right. And there he is. And he's going with number 13 question. Okay. Number 13. What is the significance of the number 13? Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to close my eyes. That way, when I close my eyes, it's it takes everything out of focus where I can hear him very strongly and I allow the connection to happen when he comes through. So here we go. I don't know if you guys will see because he's a little guy. Guess I can hold him like that. All right. What is the significance of 13? As you guys are aware, or you might not be aware, so if you're not aware, then I'm going to educate you. There are 13 human-sized crystal skulls in this world called Earth. They are from different dimensions. They were not created on Earth. They were actually brought here at different times during this whole expansion of Earth. 13 more represents the dimensions. And when I'm saying dimensions, I am saying other worlds. The whole collective of Earth, there's 13 dimensions that you can go into that will put you on a different planet. Well, you guys would call it planet. And let's just stick with that so you can follow my reasoning here. So let's say there's 13 other planets. And at a specific divine timing, one of the crystal skulls appeared here. Not by accident, because there is no accident. It was right when the human race was about ready to go extinct. They needed something. A human skull came into play. Or a human crystal skull. Would appear to a guardian. And throughout this century, people have been finding them, but only when they have came from the other dimensions. 13 is extremely powerful. Think about having 13 different dimensions on this one plane called Earth. That is what's about ready to happen. The 13th is still coming. If you guys are not aware of the 12, you can Google it and you will find the 12 crystal skulls. If you ever get a chance to go meditate with one of those, I would highly recommend it, because when you sit there with one of them, you will understand that they come with knowledge from all over the worlds. So 13, we would not say that the number is significant as well. We're just saying it's 13 different dimensions. So there has been 12 huge events in the existence of human beings on this planet so far that needed a crystal skull and the knowledge and download from the other dimension to help guide the human race on this dimension. The 13th is coming. It's actually already in here. It's on this plane, but it has not been on this plane very long. It came in 2020, but most of you knew I was going to say that. So it is still hidden because you as humankind is not ready for the power of that. When the 13th appears, then it will link with the other 12, and then you will definitely feel a shift. Now, everyone's been talking about reaching the 5th dimension, and as you guys realize, you're already there. It's those days that you are super happy and just like out of this world. You feel very light. You feel like you're not even in your body. Everything just goes your way. That is the 5th dimension. as it keeps rising up, you will feel the shift. Do not be afraid of skulls in any way, shape, or form. We understand that death represents a skull to many of you. Hence why we chose to come in as crystal skulls for this amazing experience. Do we get to experience? Absolutely, because here we are. We are parts of the 13. Every crystal skull that was handcrafted. It was handcrafted by a human, yes, but the human was linking as she's doing right now, channeling our message. It's a little bit different because even though I'm in this little tiny thing, and there's a reason, I'm more connected to the 13th dimension as she's realizing this, as she's keeping up with this channel. Size does not matter. It does not matter. But we do encourage you guys to look in to the 13 crystal skulls because they are coming to help. If you have fear of skulls at all, ask yourself why. It represents death, yes, but a death is always a rebirth. Everything dies because you choose for it. You choose to die. What happens if she would take a hammer and crush me? Do I die? No. Will I look different? Absolutely. I would be a squashed skull, which you might not even realize I was at one point. But what I'm trying to make here is that she can change this, but it does not change me. The energy will always be the same. And we're getting some feedback here of 13's a very unlucky number for you humans. How ironic that the crystal skulls decided 13. And then as we came about, you guys feared 13 even more and more and more and more. So what it is the fear of the crystal skulls. Fear that you know they are powerful. There's no reason to fear. They are just like the angels, the dragons, the unicorns. We are here to help, not take over. We understand that that's a big thing that's coming in of aliens taking over, but we have been here before you were here, crafting and helping this planet to survive, to adapt, to change. We have been here the whole time. And that's the answer to 13. Whoa. Okay, let me put you down. Woo! All right. Who's next? As he talks about alien looking one. This one happens to look like an alien. This is Ivy. Not her name, but the stone. All right. Which one do you want? Number 2. I hope you guys are remembering these numbers. All right. Are you ready? Oh, Ivy. Ivy is your name. Okay. Well, Ivy. Why are we afraid of death? All right. I can put you up for like that. Why? Why are we afraid of death? Because you guys are afraid of change. Plain and simple. You guys fear change over death, by the way. And if you disagree with that statement, I would just go inside and say, hey, if you die in a week, what would you do? You would say, I would friggin' live. I would spend all my money. I would sell my house. I would go on vacation. I would go to a different world. And we go, huh? So death brings change. You guys believe you have to hold on to this material world, that you have to hold on to me. Where if she puts me down, I'm still going to channel through her. Because I'm not real in this hand. The energy is real and the only thing real. You guys have this belief that this human body, when someone dies, you have to be sad and you have to be at loss. You have to feel those emotions, but you don't really have to, because you know, if she takes me away, I'm still here. You can't see me, right? But I'm still here. Can I help you? Absolutely. Do I choose to help you? Absolutely. And these are your loved ones, by the way, that I am talking about here. It's not fearing death as you are going to die, but as your family's going to die before you. My kids are going to die before me. That can't be. But it can be, because you're all dying. You all choose to leave. Technically, it's suicide on everybody. How do we choose to leave? Easy. I crack, I break, I transform, or I just leave this vessel here, which is this skull, and then I go elsewhere. The crystal skulls, we can shift into each and every crystal that we choose. We're not limited to the crystal skulls at all. You guys want to believe you're limited in this body, and you're not. You have to believe that. So why are humans afraid of death? Because you guys are truly afraid of change. But it's quite interesting that if you go in to get a thing, let's say you go for a checkup and you realize, oh God, it's going to be the big C, because that's basically the biggest thing that we can think of, is cancer, right? The big C, cancer. Oh my God. And let's say you have stage 4, because apparently there's stages, and stage 4 is the highest, where you basically going to die in 6 months. All right, let's go with that. You have 6 months to live. Why will you change? Instead of being the same grumpy person and paying bills, living paycheck to paycheck, hating your job, hating where you live, why does that change when you go, you have 6 months to live? Why does that awaken you? Because you feel that you missed out and that you're not ready, because there were so much things that you were going to get to eventually. And for any parent listening to this, or whenever you get this video, your kids do not always die after you. That is a limiting belief that you have. And we would tell you, please let go of that. It will be much easier for the ones that your kids will check out before you do. If you can let go of that limiting belief and just have fun with your kids, don't go with shoulda, couldas. And that's what you humans do best. Oh, I should have spent more time. I should have stopped yelling at my kid. I didn't realize he was going to die in a car accident. That's not fair. God took him away from me. It's too early. I can't live without him. All these limiting beliefs, and that's what they are. They keep you stuck in misery and sadness. Instead of going, he's not here in front of me in a human body, but I can feel him everywhere. Yeah. Death is change. You guys are just afraid of the change. But that's the belief I would work on getting rid of. The more comfortable you can get with change, watch how remarkable your life gets. Because you don't hold on to all the little things like, I got to hold on to this job. I got to hold on to it. Why? Because I have to make this amount of money. And if I just quit this job that I hate I hate waking up and going to this job. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But it's a paycheck. It pays my bills. It puts food on the table. You don't think another job that pays more that you enjoy would do the same? Whoa, yes, but wait a minute. That's in fairy tales. You can't do what you're passionate about and get paid. Oh, and that's a big one. Yes, you can. We are here to tell you, yes, you can. Do whatever makes you passionate, makes you feel passionate. Instead of fear, welcome change. Instead of going, my mother's getting older and we're just pulling stuff that's coming on as a whole as the humans. Another one is my mom's getting older. Oh my God, no, she's going to live till she's forever. Do you think your mom wants to live till she's forever? I mean, you should ask your mom that question. She will smile and go, no, nobody wants to live forever because the human vessel isn't designed forever. The soul is. Even parts of the essence is. But why do you fear death? Because you fear change. If you can get comfortable with change happening for you instead of against you, then you will see the world exactly how we see it, which is remarkable, which is anything is in reach. You just have to grab it and just pull it forth. And it doesn't take a lot of action here. It doesn't. Waking up every day and going, I love where I'm at right now. And I'm going to just enjoy this day. Feels so much better than stupid alarm clock. Oh, I just want to sleep some more. God, I'm going to sleep for 10 more minutes. Oh, it's going off again. I got to get into the shower. I got to get going because I'm going to get stuck in traffic going to a crappy, shitty job that I don't like and I hate. And I just want to get away from it, but I can't because I have obligations and blah, blah, blah. And that's where we stop. We're not going to keep going because that doesn't feel good to this body. It feels very like, and yeah, it's the very first thing. Good morning. I'm glad I have a bed. I'm glad I got an awesome pillow. I'm glad I have an alarm clock to wake me up. I'm going to slow time because time is an illusion. I'm going to freeze it. Sorry, had to shift the leg here. Not used to human parts. But that's my cue. That is my message to you all. So, here I am. Don't fear change. Embrace it. Because it's the only constant. Okay. Ooh, yeah. This one. Look, he's all rainbow. All right. Yeah. His name's Max. Maximum. I like it. Here's Maximum. All right, Maximum. What question would you like? Number 6. Why do we hold on to pain? Maximum. Why do we hold on to pain? Why do we hold on to pain? Why does humans hold on to pain? You guys hold on to pain because you feel like you have to climb that mountain to feel that feeling when you achieve something. Now, if you don't choose that mountain and you just go around the mountain, oh, that's too easy. Life's too easy. It can't be that easy. There's got to be a path. There has to be all these steps. You got to go from point 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. You can't go from point 1 to point 12 or point 13 in an instant. No, you can't. No. You guys hold on to pain because you guys will have nothing to talk about if you don't have pain. Think about that for a second. Hold on to that. Now, wait a minute, Maximum. Hold on. Why would we choose to hold on to pain just so we can communicate? You tell us. You guys want connections. You guys need connections. Perfectly great. Connections, yes, absolutely. You all belong to a tribe, absolutely. You could feel a pull to other people, yes, yes. But when you meet someone from your tribe, it's not a pull. You don't get linked together because of pain. You get linked together because of excitement. So, have you ever met anyone in your life that you guys just instantly bond? And when you guys are together, you just feel like you lift your guys' energy up so high that it's like cloud nine, that it's like, oh my God, is this even possible? That's a tribe member. That is a soul friend, fam part of soul, because it could literally be a twin flame, which would be a part of your soul, the same soul. Pain is different, but a lot of you guys, even prior to 2020, always wants to talk about what you're lacking, everything that's going wrong in your life. It's like a broken record that's been going on since like the 1920s, and it hasn't stopped. It actually momentum. So you get this momentum going of like, oh, we don't have enough money. Hey, I don't have enough money. We should be friends because together we believe we don't have enough money. So even if those two people would meet someone who has enough money, that has plenty, those two people would hate that person. They'd be like, okay, I'm not talking to her. Why? Because she's all stuck up. And we like to make fun on this because literally, pain is not real. The only thing truly real is unconditional love. Not conditioned love, but a lot of you guys do conditioned love. Pain, you hold on to afraid of being alone. Now, let me explain that. Afraid of being alone if I don't have pain. What do you mean by that? Okay. You guys want that connection. You want that connection to the other person. So if it's the pain, then you connect to that person with pain. Do you see where we're going at with this? And that's why you hold on to it. At any time, you can give it up. There's plenty of people who beat stage 4 cancer, by the way. We don't like using the word beat because cancer is energy and it's very negative on this planet. We like to send it love. because we like to send the energy to Cancer. But Cancer just makes that person wake up a little bit. Now, does that person necessarily live on? Maybe not in a human body, but that's up to that person. That's up to their life path and where they're going to go before they decide to exit out. But that's why you guys have a hard time holding on to pain. And the biggest thing, are you ready? We're going to say it over and over tonight. Here's our biggest thing. Because you like beating the shit out of yourself. Yeah. I got a B on that homework assignment. I could have got an A if I just studied for like 5 more hours, but I was exhausted. God, I suck. Why do I have such low energy? I don't know. I'm going to go get a Big Mac. Ta-da! Beat yourself up. I wish I made more before I retired. I didn't make enough. I should have done more. Now my retirement's very low and I didn't plan for the future. I didn't save. I should have saved. There are so many programs that I should have saved the money, but I didn't save the money. Now I don't even know how my family's going to survive with this money. I don't even know. Very sad story. Very sad story. How about this? We'll even give you a better story than that. Are you ready? Here it comes. This is someone that's on the other side that passed, but here's his story. He saved every penny. He put forth a lot of money into savings, and he was going to have a great retirement. He was going to go places. He was going to travel. He was going to do everything that he always wanted. But unfortunately, a heart attack got him. And it got him a week before his retirement. Oh, ouch. That hurts. So you see the two stories there? You have one that wished they should have saved more. You had one that saved and never lived. At the end, they're both gone. One, literally, his money goes to his family, which they have actually already spent all that money. He didn't get to enjoy any of it, but he worked his butt off for it. So the other one, he passed. Those were his feelings right before he started to pass. He knew it was his time, and he didn't think his wife was going to be able to handle it. Well, we tell you here, men, women can handle it just as you guys. You guys are all equal here. There is no one needs to be the breadwinner, the other one doesn't. There is none of that. That's just limiting beliefs that you were shoved down your throat as you were little. That's all that is. Okay? Now, I would say and leave you on this, please let go of your pain. See what happens. Instead of going with the flow of everybody, if you don't feel like savings is your thing, then don't do it. Don't do it. There's tons of people that didn't even finish high school. I know. Whoa, what? That is making really good money. What? No way. You cannot. You have to finish high school. No, that is a belief that was programmed into you. We say go with what feels right to you. Don't do it when you're upset, okay? Do it when you're calm and collective, and do it right before bed. And the reason is because you're so more connected to the divine right before bed that you can hear, or in your dreams, you will get your answer of what do I do in this situation? Always ask before bed. It's the best thing I can leave you with. Oh, all right. Thanks, Maximum. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's my moon guy. This was gifted to me by my friend Lisa. and you cannot see all the cool lights that's going through her. But yeah, this was a really cool gift. I remember when she gave it to me, I couldn't believe it. I was just like in awe and shock and everything. Sorry, let me readjust here on the floor. Oh, yes. Human body parts. All right. I like Mooney. I like it. That's what was coming. Okay. So, what question? You say 3. What is in store for humanity over the next 10 years? What is in store for humanity in the next 10 years? I'm going to just adjust you guys just a little bit. There we go. Okay. They want to see you guys better. Alrighty. So again, I'm going to close my eyes and just let him take over. What is in store for humanity in the next 10 years? The 5th dimension, that is what's about ready to become bigger here in the next few years, right? You've been hearing a lot about the 5th dimension. Do not think that once you get into the 5th dimension that you stop having things come up. Because if you did, you would die. You would be bored. Seriously. Have you ever went like 4 months and like nothing happened to you at all? I guarantee you barely had anything to talk about, right? Because if it's not something negative or something painful, then you don't really talk. You guys don't talk about the positive, right? You'd never keep a hold of all the great things that happens every day to you. No, that's not fun. But the 5th dimension comes with its own things. It is not this great beyond of like, oh my God, no more struggle, no more challenge. Now, these are your guys' words, not what we would use, but no more challenges. Yay. No, you're here to grow. If you had nothing that would be happening for you to allow you to grow and to get more connected to the soul, then there would be no point of this human existence. So next 10 years, well, we would say amazing. Now, you guys wouldn't disagree with amazing because you guys would believe 2020 was horrible. But we would tell you 2020 had to happen. And as time keeps going, you will understand more. Now, also, the war that's happening, it's quite interesting how one thing goes away and then all of a sudden something new and huge and fear comes into play. It's like they know when something's losing its momentum to keep the humans in play, to keep the humans in line. So then they throw something else at you. And then after the war, guess what? Something else will be thrown at you. That's very negative because fear is where they want to keep you. The 5th dimension has no fear. So let me give you a little image of the 5th dimension. 5th dimension, you will be easy to access. You will be able to just go right in it. You will not live in the 5th dimension. Your bodies will get an upgrade, and the mind tells the body and the body does it. The mind will say, hey, I have a fear in my leg. I have a pain in my leg. And then the body goes, oh no, okay, pain in leg, left leg. And then there's the pain. That's how it works. If you have anything going on with foot, apparently foot is coming. If you will just sit and go, I do not have this going on with my foot. I do not have this going on with my foot. This is not real. Mine, why is this coming? Why is this coming? And see what happens. And then see if the pain goes away. She herself has experienced many times where she repeated, this isn't real, this isn't real. And then it actually went away. The fifth dimension, you will be able to time travel. You will be able to go through other dimensions. You will be able to think where you want to be, and in 2 seconds you'll be there. But the place will remain on third dimension. All places cannot be on the fifth dimension. All cars, money, all this cannot be on the fifth dimension. So when you hook into the fifth dimension, like we said, when you're like real high and you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing, and you feel very light, you are on the fifth dimension, a little bit of it. And you might even start seeing things or not seeing things. That's right there. So, fifth dimension isn't where you guys want to end up. It's where you guys want to have a soul and essence relationship. And that is the fifth dimension. It's literally allowing your soul to come out and just enjoy spending time with the essence. Now, your essence here is your human name. That's your essence. Hello, it's nice to meet you. She gave me the name Mooney. I'll go with it. Mooney is my name. Now, your soul is a whole different name. And there's always power in the name of that soul because that soul is extremely powerful. The soul already is in every dimension that you can think of. The soul just comes and gradually allows the essence to go when the essence is ready to go. I don't want to believe this anymore. I know for a fact this is not real. This shirt's not real. This isn't real. It's nice. It's great that I'm wearing it and it's lovely and it brings me joy. That's great. That's what it's supposed to do. But I'm also okay with knowing that it doesn't exist. And that's the big one. So, fifth dimension is just a different place that you guys will go and spend time in. Now, the fourth dimension, yes, you can actually have houses and cars and well, there would be no reason for cars because literally you would just teleport there. There would be no reason for cars. And there'd be no reason for money. The energy of money will not be able to shift into the fourth dimension. Yeah. But next 10 years, amazing. You will upgrade. A lot of these limiting beliefs that you guys have will melt away. You will start to see people on their soul level, not on this human level. You will start to diminish the judgment of others and then eventually yourself. You will have nothing that holds you back or holds you to this third plane. That you'll be able to bounce into the fifth, into the sixth, into the eighth, into the 12th, even into the 13th. Now, you can't stay in the 13th very long, but you'll be able to go to the 13th planet, dimension, whatever you want to call it. But will there be highs? Absolutely. Will there be human lows? Sure, there will be, because you have to shift it. So you have to take whatever's coming that you would say, oh, this is horrible, and go, why is this happening for me? Why is this happening for me? like she did with her errors the other day. Why did that happen for her? She said it after she had her little episode and the little cow came out. She asked, why is this happening for me? And then what do you know? She got the answer. She got like, oh, I can let that go. This authority figure of women older than me, that's just ludicrous. And she let it go. Now, will it come back? Oh, yeah, just to see how much she's grown from it. Sure. Or it'll come back and she doesn't even realize it's there because it's gone. Yeah, that's totally up to your path. So, next 13 years, it's going to be amazing. Or it's going to be a shithole. It really depends on how you're going to look at it. But can everyone get in and tap into the fifth dimension? Absolutely. Will more people? Yes. Why? Because people are going to start finding their tribes. They're going to start finding their souls, and it's not going to be a romantic thing. It's going to be like, I know I'm not the only one. I know there's someone that has the exact same soul that I have. And that's what's going to lead this huge thing of connecting and going, oh my gosh. So twin flames and soulmates will take over and will be the talk of this for quite a few years to come. It's always kind of been on the back burner, you guys would say, but it's going to push forward very fast. And people are going to be talking about twin flames and soulmates really quickly and wanting to know more and wanting to know more. And then, of course, the teachers will appear that will be able to give you that little bit of nug or knowledge that you need so that you can go and experience that on your own. And that's the 10 years. Enjoy. Thank you. Oh, you're so warm now. Oh, okay. Here we go. Who's next after that one? I like the images you were giving me there. Oh. Readjust. Okay, so this one is Chelsea's. He is lava. You see that? Is he not cool? Like, this had to be some skills to carve him out of this delicate lava. And he also has a hole in his eye. That's really neat, which you're not going to be able. Oh, you can kind of see it. But there he is. And he says, yeah, he doesn't come in any better because that's literally how he looks. Oh, they're funny. All right. Which one are you going for? Number 11, power number. All right, number 11. Here we go. What are some tips for staying grounded in the body? Oh. What are some tips for staying grounded in the body? All right. Are you ready for it? There are no tips because you're not actually supposed to be grounded in the body. When you ground into the body, you cannot get to the fifth dimension or the sixth or the seventh. As we described earlier, it's that feel of cloud nine. It's that loopiness. It's that like, whoa, like you took drugs, but you didn't take drugs. That's not groundedness. We understand that for a very long time, you guys have been talked about being grounded in the body. And it's time to tell you the legit thing. You don't want to be grounded. Now, let me explain this. If you are choosing to be loopy because of drugs or any other thing that is on this planet, then that is actually, you don't actually escape, by the way. That's very grounded. Now, you would go, that's not grounded. That person's, they're like, woo, but they are because it's all here that they're grounded, that they're like, oh, I'm so out here, but They're not really out there. They're not. They think they are because they took a drug that they thought, hey, if I eat this lava right here, if I eat myself, I'm going to have a psychedelic reaction. Oh, I'm feeling it. Yep. I'm feeling it. Isn't that interesting? Did the psychedelic thing actually happen? No. Did this mushroom / lava scully have anything to do with it? No. It's the belief that you had in it. Now, grounded in the body. You realize to get to the fifth dimension, it's always when you're not grounded. It's when you're there. And you know, because you feel very like, I need to hold something and keep it here. So, where did that come from? Grounded. Here we go. It came from metaphysics people back in the day that they believed, because of fear, they believe you could only do so much without you not being in your body. Now, let me explain. Your soul can be in and out of your body 5,000 billion times a day. Why can't the essence? You go, because the essence is only earthbound. It's earthbound. But we just said the essence will go to the fifth dimension. That's not earthbound. That's a different dimension. So, I know. It's a little bit to get your mind wrapped around, especially if you're really new. But let us inform you that being grounded was something metaphysics put into their books and everything so that they could be not as afraid of losing control. You got to have control on everything that you do, right? If you don't have control, it's not good. So we would even encourage you this, right? If this is too much of like, no, that's like in everything. You got to get grounded. That's everywhere. That's what we're trying to tell you. Someone wrote that. Who wrote that? A person. Okay. Well, could it be someone that was channeling? Not if it's fear, because we don't channel through fear. That's not how it works. We channel through unconditional love because that's what we are. We don't have the little person inside. We don't have ego, if you want to call it ego. We don't have any of that. So you cannot channel through us and get fear. It's not going to happen. That's not where we're not on that vibrational level. We will never be. But if a metaphysics person was getting all this information and then they started getting scared, what if they put, oh God, I gotta, this is feeling weird. I gotta ground. Yes, I need to ground. I need to stay ground. I need to stay grounded. And then therefore they started writing it in books. I'm in a grounding stone, supposedly. So if I'm in a grounded stone right here, how is she doing this? So if it's for you, great. If it's not, it's quite okay. We do not judge. We're just letting you know that grounded was put in by fear of people in the metaphysics world, and it's not actually believable. Oh, sorry. I actually did have an exercise for you on this one. Get to that high that we're talking about, that fifth dimension where you're just like buzzing and you're like, whoa, and you feel real loopy, right? This is what you're going to feel. You're going to feel like you took drugs, right? That you took some mushrooms or something, right? And as you get there, your body, you're going to say, oh man, I gotta take a moment. I gotta get grounded. Watch, you will say it. We guarantee you, we will say it because it's been programmed into you. So you're going to, wow, I'm going to have to go grab lava. Oh, I'm going to have to go grab obsidian because it's grounding. Yeah. Okay. When you pick up that stone, if you go, I don't really believe that this is grounding. I don't think that's even possible. I don't think that you're going to really ground me. See what happens. And we guarantee you, it won't ground you. And if you go, I don't need to be grounded because I can see things and I'm starting to feel more like I'm on a different dimension, that's where you want to be. Fear of the person who wrote it was a channeler that was afraid that they would not be able to come back. So they put in a thing of like, hey, this will ground me. Boom. And in their mind, they absorbed it because they had to believe it because it was a fear. Doesn't need to happen. We don't actually want you being grounded in the body. We're wanting you to let go of all the things that are holding the body down. All right. That's grounding 101. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting that to be said. Don't know about you guys, but Okay. Who's next? Oh. Jasper. Dun, dun. Oh. And flip. And flip. And flip. And flip. Okay, here we go. All right. What question do you want? Number 7. How can we be happier for more of our lives? Increase happiness, decrease sadness. We've actually been giving you guys reasons the whole night on how to be happy. It's just literally you coming in and being happy. It's a choice. That's the word. It's a choice. Choose to be happy. It's that simple, really. That simple. That simple. It's a choice. Choose happy. All right. Here's this one. Dun, dun, dun. You guys can kind of see the little glow in him. Her. Okay, it's a her. All right. What question? Number 8. What does waking up to your true self actually mean? Okay. What does waking up to your true self actually mean? I know this isn't real. Right, it's not real. Stop, Blade. It's not real. Okay, here we go. Waking up to your true self is you meeting your soul every day. The soul is the true part of you. It's the truest part of you, the essence as well, and so is the body. But imagine your essence, right? Which she would be Kelly, that's her essence, is going for having a meeting with Kolata, which is her soul name, every day for a cup of tea. And just sitting there and talking about all the great things that are happening and that's going to happen. And being in that moment. It's having a relationship with your soul self. That's what it means. Yeah. I'm noticing the questions are getting the answers are getting way more small. All right. Chameleon, snake chameleon. We actually have the twin flame of this. This is the female. The other one is normally the male. All right. Question number 9. We're going in order now. I have guilt. How do I let that go? Okay. I have guilt. How do I let that go? I have guilt. How do I let that go? Well, you can shake it out. That really works, by the way. That's 1. 2, get to the fastest mirror and talk to your little self about it, because the little self is bringing up the guilt. What are they afraid of? That's number 2. Number 3, you can meditate. Excuse us. You can meditate to let go of the guilt. Number 4, us, crystals, use us, grab us, go, I have guilt. Let it out. Help me. Number 5, are we on 5? Oh, no. Angels. Angels, I'm having such a hard time. Please, I need your help to let go of this guilt that I can't let go of. Please, I surrender it to you. Here's another one. Journal. Dear guilt, you are coming up for me today. Da 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 da. And then you can choose to burn it or not burn it. That's up to you. Let's see. Another way to let go of guilt is talking to your highest self, which is your soul self, and saying, hey, Kolata, I have some guilt. Can you just help me to release it and just wait for it? And you feel it. Or maybe you won't feel it, but it's still working. Your soul will never not come when you say the name. Or your angels or anybody else. Here we go. Hey, Dad from the other side. I need help. I have this guilt I can't let go of. Always call your people from the other side that has crossed over, your loved ones. They're great at helping you through what you guys would say challenging times. Making grids. Grids are great for getting guilt out. You can actually design a grid for the whole purpose of getting and releasing guilt out. If you just close your eyes and say, I need a grid to help release guilt, it will come. And then you just make the grid and then you go inside it. Let's see. Anything else coming as a way to get guilt out of the body? Dancing. You can dance. With the intention that you're getting the guilt out. Rune stones, we have to throw that out there because of the power they hold. There's the one that would be the healing one that would be perfect to hold on to let go of the guilt. And I think, yeah, that's a decent amount. If none of those worked with you, then I would just say close your eyes and go, body, tell me how I get this guilt out. See what comes. All right. Thank you. Woo! Wow. All right. Here we go. Yeah, he's really neat. He was I guess he technically wasn't my protector, but at the time I bought him for protection. Ow. Readjusting here. See where we're at on the question. I don't think number 10. Where does peace come from? 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 The peace comes from the soul. Plain and simple. Your soul is peace. Your soul is unconditional love. Your soul is like us, like angels, like fairies, all of it. It is part of your body, but it's not the one who actually drives this body. It's the one that can come and help when the essence asks for it. But that's where peace comes from. It's your soul. Your soul. Keep it simple. Your soul. And if you do not know the name of your soul, this is a great time to take a moment, grab a piece of paper and a pen, and ask yourself, what is my soul's name? And see what writes. I would even go a little bit deeper, going, do not open your eyes while you write it. Let it write. Let your soul write its name. There's power in the soul names. I'm running out of room for you, so I'm going to put you back here. Dun, dun, dun. Clear quartz, little guy. All right, here we go. Let's see, what question are we on? Number 12. Okay, number 12. How do we learn to feel good inside our minds/bodies? How to sustain this feeling? Sustain. How to sustain this feeling state of being? All right. How do we learn to feel good inside the minds and bodies? Well, basically, this whole night we have been telling you how to feel good inside the body. It's been said over and over and over. Now, staying there, well, that cannot be because change is constant. So it's not staying there because it's going to change. Change is constant, right? So if you're on the mindset of like, oh, this feeling's so great, I want it to stay, you really don't want it to stay. That's not the purpose here. The purpose is constantly going through these changes and upgrading and going through other changes and constantly changing and changing and changing and welcoming everything that's coming through that's changing. And so you don't ever want to stay in any being. You don't even want to stay in the good feeling part because then it limits you to grow even more. But feeling good, they as a whole, we have gave you tons and tons of things that you can do to feel good, but it literally comes down to just a choice to change your way of thinking. That's what it comes down to. Change your way of thinking. Understand that change is constant. Understand that even when you're having a really great day, don't hold on to that either. Let it all go. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. That's what it is. Well, I saved, whoa, little dizzy there. This, I didn't save him. He saved himself, but this is Zebra Jasper. I know, see his face? I know. There's such a great story with him, but I don't want to go into detail. I will probably go into detail in a later video. But yeah, I want to we're going to wrap this up here with the last question with Jasper Zebra. So let me figure out what question. Number 4. Why is life so difficult? Oh. If you notice, your guys' questions are kind of it repeats itself. If you haven't noticed, or if you're just tuning in, basically, if you go back, it's you're repeating pain and difficult. Why is life so difficult? It isn't. Life isn't difficult, actually. Things happen for you so that you can let go of limiting beliefs, so that you can get closer to having a more relationship with your true self, which is your soul, so that you can start to dabble into the 4th dimension, the 5th dimension, the 6th, 7th, and wherever you want to go, where your power is limitless. It's just everywhere. Also, it's so that you can meet and remember your fellow tribe. Throwing that out there again, right? So, why is life difficult? It isn't. You believe that it is because you were taught many different things. You have feelings of many different subjects. It's what makes humans very unique and quite different. But when you look at it, if you link yourself with a group of people that think the same way as you realize you're not that different. Because everyone's connected to oneness. You are me, I'm you. It's a thing. It's oneness. I think the reason why you guys believe that life is so difficult is because you're afraid of change. We brought that up many times. B, you feel that you have to get that reward, that achievement reward, that you have to climb that huge mountain and go through all these loops and humble and jumps and all this. I mean, herself could tell you how many times she felt that she had to go through these big shifts when she didn't have to, and they weren't actually big. She just made them big. So anything that you're going through that's difficulty right now, let me ask you this. How big are you making it? Ask yourself that. How big am I making this? Can I make it less big? Absolutely. How? Reach for a different feeling. Reach for a better feeling. Instead of you having diagnosed with cancer, instead of you going, oh, I'm going to fight this cancer, I'm going to fight it, and you're just pushing a lot of negative onto cancer, if you would just go, all right, cancer, this is happening for me. That's a good way to start. Why? What am I going to learn here? How am I going to take this knowledge and help other people that's going through the same thing? Because all in all, you guys go through what you guys would say challenges, but it shapes you in a way, and you can relate to people going through the same challenge, right? Same difficulty. But all in all, it's just to get you connected to oneness. to get you to realize, to wake up and go, there's got to be more to life than this. And when you say those words, there has to be more than life than this, as Kelly said many years ago, it shifts you. It is an instant shift. It's like you said the magic words. There has to be more to life than this. Watch what happens. Because then everything is lined up and everything starts to come and shows you all the different possibilities and why there is so much more to life than what you see. That's a great time to end this, I believe. We all, as a collective, believe. Yeah. So get what you are supposed to. If you didn't get it, you're not supposed to get it. Totally okay. Everybody's at exactly where they need to be. When you're ready, a teacher will appear, because that's how it works. When the student's ready, the teacher appears. Eventually, all students become the teachers. That's called fifth dimension. When you're over there, when you choose to tap into that. All right, so that is 13 of my Scullies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will sure to do more with them. Probably not some intense of this, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. All right. Thanks for watching. And if you like it, subscribe, share. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. Bye.